Carolina. I am excited to have you here today. And something that has been in my heart is to speak about the purpose that you may be searching for. So, purpose for me was always around what I was doing. I now strongly believe that we are purpose. So just by being here on this other side of this video, you are purpose. It is not so much what we're tangibly grabbing or our works and what they flourish into or the fruit of our labor, but more so who we are is the purpose that we serve in this world. That has allowed me to really take a deep breath and take the pressure off of me, because I can now work on my purpose daily because I'm working on myself daily. God created me to shine light in this world by the way that I am, by the character that I have, by the values and the morals that I stand on, and by the connection that I have for others. If I have a interaction with someone and I leave them feeling better than when they got to me, then that was my purpose for that interaction. We may overlook so many different areas and situations where we're holding so much purpose. When you're a baby, right? Like just fresh into this world, you know nothing. And then this is why we have parents in the village that then will start showing you things. But God already knew who you were gonna be. So you already have purpose by being selected to be here. We have intentionally been here, placed on this earth for a reason, for a purpose. That is the purpose. And the more that we go ahead and love ourselves because we're purposeful, the more that now we start shining, the more that we start bleeding this goodness to everyone else. And that's how then our purpose becomes more powerful, because now we're able to really be in that and pour from that overflow of our cup. The cup is not midway, the cup is not full, the cup is overflowing of goodness, because that's what you're pouring into yourself. It is your own journey that you're on. We have to be so mindful about what we're consuming and how that is affecting us. A lot of the times we're only seeing a cover of a book. We're not actually reading all of the chapters within it. Navigate this world knowing that we are the main character. God has placed us here for a reason, and that reason is to be the best that we can possibly be. To walk with Him and understand that He has a plan for why you're here. And give yourself love and attention to really start understanding the things that you may not be giving yourself credit for and shining light on them. You are not an accident. When you're feeling so lost and you're feeling like you don't know what's your next step, what you need to change, or where you need to go, you may feel like, what is this all for? You did not just come into this world just to hold space. We can change the things that we're not happy about. Forgive yourselves for decisions that maybe an old version of you made and you no longer want to be with that decision. It's okay to change it. It's okay to close that chapter of your book and start a new one. It's okay to say to that season of your life, goodbye, and start walking into the new season. Is it scary? Of course. Go into the wilderness. Find out why you have felt so separated from yourself. And give yourself that grace to be one with yourself. Know that God got you right there with Him, and that you guys are figuring it out together. Not making a decision is only keeping you in that same cycle. And that cycle is something that continues to just pile when it comes to time. Time is something that is so crucial and is our greatest gift. But we sometimes don't understand how quick time goes and how intentional we must be about our time. So your time is now. That is why the name of this podcast is This is Your Season. This is not the season of you saving this video and saying, oh my God, this was so good. Let me save it for later so I can watch it when I feel more encouraged. No, this is the time. This is your season. Today is the day that you make a decision to change the way you've been acting. The way that you've been putting it on everybody else to not take accountability. You need to understand that your starting point right now is feeling separated from who you know you are because you haven't been connecting with your source. What is not serving you anymore? We want to just grace by that. Like, oh my God, okay, well, it's not supposed to serve me now because this is just where I'm at. Da, 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 da. We can't expect for anyone to give us more than we're giving ourselves. You need to be honest with yourself. The soul, we talked in the last episode, the soul is consistent of your emotions, your mind, and your will. Where are those things right now? Take inventory, because not every thought can come in and actually penetrate you, because then that will build an emotion that will start gearing your will. It will limit you. Aim your thoughts around God and everything that God says about you, because it is His will for your life to have abundance. Don't take things personal. All you have to do is focus on you, your growth, your healing, and really just tapping into your daily thoughts being about what God says about you. Who God is and what He says to be true about you. It is quite literally amazing how fast your life can really just change from how you see yourself, and how you then start seeing what God has created you to be, how you start working those gifts that He's letting you have, building those things to make you feel more confident in yourself. I'll leave you with this scripture for today. In His grace, God has given us different gifts for doing certain things well. That's Romans chapter 12, verse 6. Write down all the gifts that you believe God has given you. Things that people compliment you about. Things that you do and you're like, well, that was effortless. I did that quickly, or I did that like this. And just take inventory and take a list of all the gifts that you believe you have. And start bringing them to God and asking Him, are these things that He has given you in order for you to perform in the will that He has for your life? I love you so much. I hope that this was encouraging, and I hope that this gave you some light into knowing the importance that you hold by just being here. Nothing else, no accolades, no success, no diplomas, no nothing else. Just by being who you are enough. And today you have any opportunity to change that narrative and really start walking in the abundance that you were created to have. Okay? So I love you. I thank you. And until next time for episode 4, God bless.